Welcome back to Real Estate Mindset. Today's video is going to be absolutely live. Once again, guys, happy Friday to you. Happy Friday morning. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Hope you guys have a great Friday. Also, a little bit of an update on my medical procedure. First of all, guys, thank you for the overwhelming amount of love and care. It appears the procedure went well. I'm waiting on the results for like 4 biopsies, but everything should be good. So I just wanted to give you guys an update on that, and also let you guys know how much I appreciated you, looking out for me and actually just caring what I'm going through. The life of a content creator is wicked, you guys. You don't know who really cares, who really doesn't. So I believe, a tremendous amount of love, genuine love. So I thank you for that. But what we're going to do today, guys, is we're going to take a look at what's going on right now. And also we're going to take a look into the past, just so that I can remind you guys what happened in 2007. What were, once again, what were people saying in 2007? And what are people saying right now? Now, one of the reasons I wanted to do this live video, well, there's a couple reasons, but first of all, I took a break from YouTube for about 2 days. So it's been a long time. I actually can't remember the last time I took a break of 2 days. I had to recover. My throat was messed up a little bit. So, I wanted to come back on here, do a live. And then also, you guys, I don't know if this was, I think it was the night before last. I actually I was watching YouTube, resting in my bed, watching YouTube. And I was watching a couple loan officers on YouTube. And I'm not going to say their names, you guys, but I'm going to tell you what they said. And the reason I don't want to say their names is I don't want to cause any drama. I want to stay on my side of the street, but I also want to make you aware of what people are saying right now to consumers to convince them that right now is a good time to buy. So essentially, I went on a YouTube channel. Again, I'm not going to use names. I could roast them hard, and maybe I should, but I'm not, because I don't want to turn people away, and I don't want people to think I'm some egomaniac. So I'm not going to do it. But basically what happened is I was watching a live video, couple loan officers, and you guys know I'm a loan officer at heart. So I love talking, even if I don't agree with people, I love talking about like loan products, underwriting challenges, DTI, LTV, things like that. So I went onto the channel and I asked these guys, essentially, what happened, I think this was 2 days ago, is FHA loans. Okay, so FHA loans reduce the mortgage insurance, or MIP, mortgage insurance premium, by 30 basis points, which means the mortgage insurance on FHA, it dropped actually pretty substantially. And that's really big news. Personally, I think that's counterproductive to what we need in the housing market as far as a reset. The fact that they reduced the MIP means that they've basically given people that are qualifying for FHA mortgages more purchasing power. So anyways, that's important to know. So my question to these guys was, essentially that it's amazing that FHA dropped the MIP by 30 basis points. And my question is FHA now better than conventional? So, I threw a question up to these guys like that. And instead of them answering the question, and I've been watching these guys for 2 years, these guys got so big mad at me. The guy, basically turned red. He started getting furious. He stopped his live video and started preaching to his viewers about how the housing market's not going to crash, about basically making housing market crash videos. We're evil. We have hidden motives, hidden intentions. And the dude went on and on and on instead of answering, a really legitimate question. And then this guy goes so far as to, and it reminded me of, what is that Nickelodeon show, Clarissa Knows All? So reminding me of like this slumber party between like women, and that's no knock to women. I'm just saying these were grown men, and they started pulling up like crystal balls, throwing them on the screen as if to offend me, like I'm, have a crystal ball. So in the same show, you guys, not only are they preaching to me about like predicting the future, the same, I'm not joking. The same video, one of the people says to the viewers that you better buy now or you're going to get trapped renting because rent is going to go up 10%. Okay. So same video knocking me. Again, I was just asking a great question. I was going to stay on my side of the street. I just wanted a good dialogue about underwriting conditions. And these guys were knocking me, evil, housing market crash. And, and then knocking me for predicting the future, which I'm not predicting the future. We're going to go over data today. So anyways, that's what spurred me to do this, guys. And honestly, we're going to put away the crystal balls and we're going to look at data today. But if I did take out my crystal ball right now and I started waving it, it would probably tell me that the people that were making that video don't know what they're talking about. At least that's what I see in my crystal ball. But again, you guys, we're not going to pull out the crystal ball today. We're just going to look at the overwhelming amount of data. And again, I'm going to take you guys into the past to remind you of what people are saying and why they're saying it. Now, where I want to start is something that is a little bit spicy. I saved this screenshot. We're going to pull up a screenshot from Dave Ramsey. Okay, I'm just going to read this this one paragraph from Dave Ramsey that he basically came out and said it's the best time to buy ever. And this was at the peak, you guys, Dave Ramsey at the peak of the housing market bubble. So let me show you real quick what he had to say. Okay, so I just want to remind you, what people are saying. And honestly, guys, you should help your friends. But look at what Dave Ramsey was saying when we were at the peak of the housing market. Right now is the best time to buy a house in the next 5 years. And here's why. Prices are not going down. So again, you see Dave Ramsey here. The whole crystal ball narrative is completely ridiculous. The whole housing market isn't crashing narrative is completely ridiculous. People fail to realize, their own motives, and people fail to realize that it takes time. But let's continue reading what Dave Ramsey said. Again, this was at the peak, and I'm going to bring up data that shows we're 13% down from peak, according to Fred. According to Fred, we're 13% down, and this from peak. And this man, anyways, let me continue reading this. So they're not going to go down; they're going to go up slower. So he's saying they're still going to go up, but they're going to go up slower, whatever, but they're not going to go down. And so 5 years from today, houses are going to be more expensive. So this is the best price right now if you're going to buy a house. If interest rates come back down, refinance. But the thing is, if interest rates come back down, that means we're all messed up and we're probably upside down in equity. And you guys know from this channel and from any logic, you can't refinance your house unless you have equity or you put in a substantial amount of money down to complete the refinance, depending on how much you're upside down. Okay, so obviously just saying to buy now, refinance later is foolish. You guys, that's foolish. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. That's a professional watching my channel, but it is absolutely foolish to say that because you don't know what's going to happen in the future. But don't buy, but don't not buy waiting on interest rates to come down. So, I often say this and I, really, really believe this, you guys. I would rather have a 10% interest rate as long as the prices come down, right? As long as the prices come down, I don't mind having a 10% interest rate. So, a little bit frustrating. A lot of people don't remember what Dave Ramsey has been saying this whole time. And normally I don't, again, I don't want to attack people. Okay. Hi, everyone. I appreciate you guys. So anyways, let me see if there's any questions. Hold your questions if you can, guys. I'll answer some questions at the end. But I just find it really, really shocking that people are still saying these narratives. The whole fear of missing out is the real doom and gloom. To force someone or to try to convince someone to purchase a house based on that person's biased opinion to make a commission, that should be against the law. And, what I do for a living, you guys, this is interesting. And I don't know if you guys know this because I've taken a step out of origination. I've taken a massive pay cut. I'm basically cheerleading cheerleaders, right? So I actually teach and train realtors, also loan officers, but realtors. Now, so I face my peers and half of them know all of the stuff that I'm saying here. So I face them eye to eye. But what I want to tell you guys is it gives me a unique opportunity to stand in front of a whole bunch of realtors and tell them people don't want the cheerleading anymore. We're sick and tired of the cheerleading. If you guys want to be trusted by consumers, this is me talking to the realtors, then what you should be doing is educating your buyers, providing data, and taking your emotions out. And in order to do that, you have to understand the data. So a lot of times in these classes that I'm holding for realtors, I'll bring up Redfin, I'll bring up the matrix, I'll show them how to use the matrix, show them price decline and things like that. Because the reality is, you guys, is, and those people that were, trying to tell people buy now or you're going to be trapped renting, rent is going to go up 10%. They're saying that so that you buy, right? They're saying that so you buy. And the problem with doing that is, if they're wrong, you're locked into a house that maybe you spent $500,000 in, right? So you don't want to rush. Now, here's the thing. Like I said, I'm going to remove, if you will, I'm going to remove the crystal ball, and we're just going to look at facts and data, right? We don't, because again, my crystal ball is just saying these people are crazy. They don't know what they're talking about. So if you want me to pull out my crystal ball and my meme making machine and my roast video desire, I'll do that. I'm kidding. I don't want to do that. I don't want any hate. I don't want to push any first-time, viewers or home buyers away. Ima, how are you? Tommy, I see you guys. I appreciate all you. Let's see here. So anyways, you guys, and the whole, there's so much competition. The thing is, we're going to look at the 10-year. We're going to look at interest rates. The housing market is going to die again. So, over the last 5 weeks, maybe 6 weeks, the housing market picked up, and then the 10-year went up, rates went up. It basically, cooled off a lot of that fear of missing out attitude and that negligent buying. But time's going to tell. And I'm also going to show you guys the new Redfin median sales price and show you guys we're basically at a national average of year-over-year decline, right? So the narrative that the housing market isn't crashing, those now are the people that have their little crystal ball. But anyways, what I want to do is first I'm going to pull up the Fed meetings. Okay, so the Fed meetings released a couple days ago, and let's just listen to the Fed. Let's listen to their meeting. Let's see what they had to say, because I found it really interesting that they did mention a snippet basically about the housing market. And basically the Fed goes on to say that, hey, homes are overpriced, and they use the word large. And there is a likelihood of a large price decline in both residential and commercial real estate. So let me show you guys that right now. All right, cool. I didn't mess that up. Now, this is the Fed minutes that were released. Obviously, again, a couple days ago, they had the meeting well before, but this is from a couple days ago. And really what I want to show you guys is, let me go down to page 6, first of all. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, right here. Let me see if I can zoom in on this for you guys. Now, I thought this was really interesting, because one of the things that I believe the Federal Reserve and the government can do to really just hone in on the housing market instead of everything breaking, right? Like unemployment, foreclosures, things like that. One of the things that the Federal Reserve, could do, and Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac can do, is tighten lending standards. If they tighten lending standards right now, then maybe we don't have to have everything break so much, right? And then it's directly impacting the housing market. You see what I'm saying? So I think lending restrictions could really help us out without having to break so much. And that's what really surprised me also about FHA dropping the MIP, because instead of them tightening, they loosened it up and gave people more purchasing power. But I did find this really, interesting. And again, this is from the Fed minutes. And basically this is saying tightening. Okay. So they're seeing tightening in commercial real estate, not really, going into residential, but it is going into commercial real estate. So basically they're saying in commercial real estate, it's been tightening. They've been tightening lending standards over the past 3 months. All right. So that's good. We want tighter lending standards right now, because people, as you guys can see, from the inflation, from the housing market, from all these realtors saying, oh, it's time to buy, the market's back, fear of missing out, right? The thing is, guys, that's, I guess what I'm trying to say is that's completely ridiculous. But again, I don't want to do the crystal ball here, but let's read this juicy little paragraph right here. Big shout out to, Meet Kevin. I know you guys hate me talking about him, but the dude gives just such great data sometimes. Now, here's where I wanted to cover right here. Okay, now let's read this very carefully, because this again is from the Federal Reserve, and it's telling us, essentially, it's warning us what's going to happen in the housing market. So if anyone gives you guys any hassle, anyone wants to argue with you, just say, listen to the Fed. Historically, don't fight the Fed, right? The fact that the housing or the stocks and the market's fighting the Fed, it's really, really interesting. But here's what this says. The staff provided an update on its assessment of the stability of the financial system, and on balance characterized the financial vulnerabilities in the U.S. system as moderate. But here we go. Let me see. Okay, so right here. So where it says in particular, unfortunately, my Apple Pen stopped working, but in particular, the staff noted that measures of valuations in both residential and commercial property markets remained high. So the valuations remained high. You guys see that right there? And that the potential for, look at this, large declines. Do you see that? Not declines. What does it say, guys? It says large declines. This is the Federal Reserve minutes. Large declines in property prices remained greater than usual. Do y'all see what I'm saying? Remain greater than usual. So, in other words, you guys, to me, that, it's pretty clear, right, what is probably going to happen. Let me pull up this real quick for you guys as well. I want to show you guys the median sales price and where we're at with that, because there are so many narratives out there right now. But again, I just wanted to, bring to everyone's attention that that is the minutes that were released 2 days ago. They are saying that a large decline is practical, it's probable, and the reason why is, like everyone knows, things are way overpriced. Okay, but let me show you guys again. No crystal ball. I don't want a crystal ball because my crystal ball is telling me to roast these clowns that are saying this nonsense, right? And we just want to talk about facts, because again, the same thing happened in 2007. This whole, in 2007, people were like, you know what? Maybe it's crashing, maybe it's not, but we're going to YOLO and we're going to buy. And then they started buying again, just like right now. But thank goodness the Federal Reserve raised rates and they kind of stopped it. But back then they started buying and then everyone lost everything, almost in a snap of fingers. Okay. The same thing's happening. I can see the same thing happening right now. But let me show you guys this new article from Redfin. Okay. So we can see where we're at as far as year over year. Now, first of all, let me show you guys where my graph's at. Okay, look at this right here. Okay, so let's just read this first little, and I'm going to do a separate video on this, okay? But this first little thing here, the median sales price was $348,000, essentially flat from a year earlier. That's the smallest increase since at least 2015. Okay, so let me ask you guys, are these seasonal trends? No, they're not seasonal trends. And another thing, look at this. The median sales price fell in 21 of the 50 most populous metro areas. So that means what? What do we have now? 44% of the biggest metro areas with year-over-year price decline. Do y'all see what I'm saying here? But not only that, let me show you. Let's pull up a graph. Look at how close we are from a national average of year-over-year price decline. Look at that. If this line right here, okay, if this line does not match that red line, we're going to have year-over-year price decline on a national average. Again, you guys, there's no crystal ball here. Okay, these are facts. So what these other people are saying, the haters are saying, the people that, there's no housing market crash, everything is going to be fine, living in denial. And I get it. I understand why they're living in denial. They have money to make. They're scared. They're desperate. They're frightened. They don't know what's going to happen. So they're trying to hold on to everything they can to survive, when all they have to do is understand what's going on, change their narrative, and start talking about the data. Start cautioning people. People want caution. People want data right now, in my opinion. People are sick and tired of the cheerleading. And that's what I tell every realtor that I see. I tell them, if you're going to sit here cheerleading, you're going to get blown in the wind. But if right now you get ahead of this, you start understanding what's happening with the data, you start understanding what's happening in your local housing market, then maybe you can actually help people. But listen, guys, this is the Redfin. Okay, so this is what I think is going to happen. Now that rates are up, maybe it'll inch up a little bit like this, but I suspect it's going to come down like this. Okay, I'm hoping anyways. I'm hoping it goes under, obviously, 2021 values and even 2020 values. That may take some time because equity decline, obviously, y'all, is a lot slower. But, I thought that was refreshing to see. I thought that you guys would really enjoy that because, I've been watching that form a lot. I've been warning you guys of the year-over-year price decline. So very, very interesting. Now what I want to do, y'all, is let me go over here. And I want to show you, this is so cool. I want to show you and remind you guys on a video, okay, from my man, Ben Bernanke. And I want you guys to pay attention because this is the Federal Reserve chairman back in 2005, during the last financial collapse. So I'm going to play this video for you guys, and I want you to listen to this man. And remember, shortly after he said this, shortly after this guy said this, total collapse. But listen to this guy's narrative and tell me if you guys think, you hear the same thing in this market. Let's play this. I'm going to play about a minute and 20 seconds.
Ben,
let me know you guys can hear that. Is the audio good?
From the Fed, from all sorts of different places. Can you give us your view as to whether or not there is a housing bubble out there?
Well, unquestionably, housing prices are up quite a bit. I think it's important to note that fundamentals are also very strong. We've got a growing economy, jobs, incomes. We've got very low mortgage rates. We've got demographics supporting housing growth. We've got restricted supply in some places. So it's certainly understandable that prices would go up some. I don't know whether prices are exactly where they should be, but I think it's fair to say that much of what's happened is supported by the strength of the economy.
Tell me, what is the worst case scenario? So we have so many economists coming on our air and saying, oh, this is a bubble and it's going to burst and this is going to be a real issue for the economy. Some say it could even cause a recession at some point. What is the worst case scenario if, in fact, we were to see prices come down substantially across the country?
Well, I guess I don't buy your premise. It's a pretty unlikely possibility. We've never had a decline in house prices on a nationwide basis. So what I think is more likely is that house prices will slow, maybe stabilize, might slow consumption spending a bit. I don't think it's going to drive the economy too far from its full employment path, though.
Okay. So, y'all, I get it. That's not Jerome Powell, right? Jerome Powell is doing his own thing. But just remember, okay, that's the person that I leaned on, a lot of people leaned on, and no warning, y'all. That's why so many people were blindsided. And you would think right now with social media, we can get the message out a lot quicker. But the problem is that I'm seeing right now, even with all of this data, and I'm going to do another video that essentially is going into, I think it's $23 trillion of loss in value. So we have like $23 trillion in loss of equity. The last time we had such a loss in equity, guess when that was? 2008. That's happening right now. So I don't understand why people are not covering this and explaining to people, like, if you buy right now, you better hold for 10 years, right? You better be financially stable, because we're likely going to go through a time of continued negative equity growth. But again, I don't want to bring out my crystal ball because I don't want to roast these guys. Okay, I just want to be a nice person. So let's go back into the data. Take a look at something here. Let me make sure you guys. Okay, so I'm just going to use the Black Knight map right now. This is the United States, obviously, you guys. And this is lagging. And that's why I'm using this. This is lagging data, okay? So we're just going to look at the lagging data, and then I'll pull some additional information from Fred. We'll look again at the 10-year Treasury. We'll look at mortgage rates. We'll look at Fred median prices from peak to trough as well. But I just wanted to bring this map up. So again, a lot of the people, I don't think the house, even my friends, some of my friends like Travis, I don't think the housing market's going to crash. And when I ask them why, it's generally because that's my feelings. We got to stay out of our feelings, right? We got to stay out of our feelings for the most part. But here's the map. So I just really want to show you guys. So this is a change in home price from 2022 peak to December. So this is 2 months back. Okay, so this is lagging data. And even this lagging data is showing us a massive price decline. Look at this. Look at California. Okay, and look at this. Las Vegas. Okay, right here. Boom. Look at all these areas. And this is 2 months ago, y'all. This is 2 months ago, okay? Look at here, Texas, same thing. Look at, and this is beautiful, okay? Finally, some places in Florida. Looks like Jacksonville, maybe right up here. I'll have to double check. Some places here. Look at this, 6.3% down, 3.2% down. All coastal cities right there. I mean, you guys, we have price decline all over the place. Do y'all agree? Do y'all think I'm some maniac? Y'all think I'm a maniac, right? Y'all think I'm just lying here? And people in the same podcast I was listening to, another question was asked that was actually a really good question. Instead of these guys answering the question, they say instead, you have to understand their narrative. So let me explain to you guys my narrative in doing these videos. A couple things. Now, obviously, the money helps, right? Making money from doing these videos helps, but I'm not charging you guys any of that money. But I want to explain this. I get paid now to help people, all right? That's what I love doing on YouTube. I don't have any links to do any loan applications. I don't have any courses, although I think I could really make some really great courses. I don't refer leads. I don't do any of that. I'm providing education, and I am blessed enough, and I thank you guys for this so much, to get paid for that. And here's the thing. That's also what I do on my main W-2 job. Okay, so my main W-2 job, I'm also an educator, and I get paid for that, and that's my motivation. Now, here's the other thing. When you go into education and you genuinely believe what you're saying, like I do, you make substantially less money, which means if I decided right now to set up my back end, start responding to the emails, you guys, I appreciate your emails, by the way. I thank you guys so much. You have no idea how special that is to me, but I am not going to represent you, okay? I have so many people, Travis, please represent me. I need a realtor. And I cannot do that. And the reason I can't do that is I can't fake it. I can't fake it. If I believe the housing market's crashing, I cannot lead people into potential financial ruin. I can't act. And that's why I love YouTube. I'm a horrible actor on YouTube. I get to be myself. I can relate. I can show you guys my imperfections, that I'm real. So, anyways, you guys, I'm sorry. I'm rambling. I get it. I'm rambling. So let's go and look at something else real quick. Let me just hit this button. And I want to pull up our next thing, which is something that is really super important. Okay. This is going to be super duper important, and boom. All right, inventory. Okay, that's what we're missing, right? We need inventory even though demand is crushed, and even though we know 75%, listen, even though we know 75% of sellers rebuy. Okay, so 75% of sellers rebuy. We know that there's less demand from investors as well. We don't need as much inventory to have a sustained price crash, right? And I think what we're seeing right now, guys, is a lot of the fat trimmed off of the housing market from overbidding, right? I think what we're seeing, the massive declines is mostly from the overbidding from all the people that went in 2022, specifically the beginning of 2022, and were overbidding. And I think that's what we're saying. But I just really wanted to point out this, okay? So again, right now, inventory active units is 625K. That's active units, okay? So active units, 625K. But again, remember where we're at in January. Now it's still low, but we're almost double. In January, we're 378. The reason I point that out is that's a substantial growth. So if we go through the same thing that we did last year, but this year and the entire year, because remember, quantitative tightening didn't really hit the market until mid last year. But if we go through quantitative tightening this whole year, how much more do you guys think that inventory is going to go up? And let me ask you this question. So not only is inventory going to skyrocket this year, also all of that negligent, in my opinion, negligent new home building and all of the permits and all of the starts for new construction, it's going to start flooding the market. In fact, it's already. So I know we have an inventory shortage right now, y'all, but come on, it's going up. You have to look at the trends. I know it's a lot of seasonal, but let me show you something else, okay? Now, remember, the federal funds rate, that's going to mainly affect consumer debt, credit cards, auto loans, commercial. But what we want to watch as far as mortgage rates is, oh my God, it's up. Look at this. Oh my God, I didn't even know. Oh my God. So the 10-year treasury, this is live, by the way. Oh my gosh, the Dow's down 300 points. Ooh, after hot inflation report. Oh my God. So I didn't even know. This is a new article. I just pulled this up. But anyways, look at this. This is good. Okay, I'm a 4%er. All right. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of 4%ers on my channel right now, which means we want this to hit 4%. When it hit 4%, magic happens, right? For the sake of argument. For the sake of people are already getting 7%, you guys, on mortgage rates, which is, and I'm laughing because it's good. We need people to slow down. We need people to slow down. But that's a beautiful thing. It's up 6 basis points. It actually started out the morning at like 3.89. So it's up about 5 basis points. So this is what we want to keep our eyes on. This is a really important leading indicator as far as the housing market has a direct impact. And let me pull up the 1 month. Look at the 1 month. So look at that. It just pretty much is straight up skyrocketing. It went down here, which is weird. But then from about February 1st doomed them. So all the people that were buying right in here, I'm sorry, guys, that may be in a little too soon. But anyways, guys, you're going to want to watch this. The closer to 4%, the better. All right. So again, 10-year treasury, this is on CNBC. This is an interactive graph. This updates, instantaneously. So watch that. We're at 3.4% right now. And again, we want to get to 4%. All right. We want 4%. Magic happens. Kevin, I like it. Look what my man Kevin's saying. We'll hit 4% in 30 minutes. Let's go, Kev. Let's go. We come back here in 30 minutes. We're going to see if I've been watching this, hoping it's going to hit 4% for a bit. Okay. But let me show you this. Let's look at mortgage interest rates. All right. Let me make sure I have mortgage rates up here. Boom. Here we go. Okay. Look at this. I don't think this is opened yet. This is last updated 2/23. So this isn't open yet. But again, now that the 10-year treasury is higher, as you can see here, oh my God, it's going up even more. It's going up even more. So once this updates, you guys, this is Mortgage News Daily. This will update probably in less than an hour. You're more than likely going to see this go up. Okay. Now, let me see if I can zoom in for you guys a little bit here. Okay. All right, so this rate right here. Okay, so this is the rate I'm looking at. All right, again, this is Mortgage News Daily. Now, this again, this 6.82%. That's for phenomenal credit. If you don't have phenomenal credit, large down payment, again, you guys, odds are you're going to get a 7% right now. Right, you're going to get a 7% right now. A lot of people don't realize we're back in the 7% right now. So I thought that was really interesting to point out, y'all. Again, no crystal ball here, right? We're putting a crystal ball away, right? Let's just put our crystal ball away. That's fine. And the reason why that's fine, y'all, is quite frankly, we have the data on our side. It's the other people, it's the realtors, it's the investors now that are playing defense. It's the investors now that are pulling out their crystal ball. You better buy now before you get trapped renting and the rent goes up 10%. Do y'all believe that they really said that to their viewers? So these guys were mocking me, pulling up crystal balls, stumbling all over themselves, muting themselves. It was such a cringe show. Again, Clarissa Knows All from Nickelodeon. That's what it reminded me of. But and then in the same video, buy now, or you're going to be trapped renting. Rent's going to go up 10%. What type of advice is that from a professional? And that was from a broker, a mortgage broker, so a licensed person. Do y'all see how stinky these narratives are and the greed is? I mean, why lead people off a financial cliff? And they're also admitting there's too much dust in the air, right? That we shouldn't forecast. Okay, good. I agree with them. Then be cautious. Why? Everything's overvalued. We have data showing additional decline. I'm just saying, you guys, I mean, this is astonishing, right? But again, let's put away our crystal ball and let's check out something else that's nice, something else I like. This is the median sales price for existing homes, and this is from Fred. Okay, the source is the National Association of Realtors. And I just want to point out this, all right? We're going to put away our crystal ball. And if you guys know who I'm talking about, again, I don't want to offend anyone. I know that, a lot of the hate that I get comes from like realtors, investors, and I get it. I understand it. Let them rant. I don't want to delete their comments. We need to see, even on my channel, what they're saying. We will kick the hate, though. We can't have hate, but we can have ranters. Let them rant, right? And again, and watch them, study them, look at them. They're trying to sell you to buy a house. I mean, it's so clear. But anyways, this is Fred, median sales price of existing homes. Again, you guys, we peaked. This is from Fred, by the way, okay? So we're using Fred now. It peaked in June, 413.8. Okay, see that? Median sales price and again, I know it's median, it's not average, it's median. There's pros and cons of both of them, just FYI on that. Good morning, everyone. I see you. Good morning, Sean and Wendy. I love you guys. Good morning, John. Appreciate all you guys. I'll get to questions in a minute here. But again, we peaked at 413. Right now, this is according to Fred. Fred's even worse than Redfin, you guys. And I've been using Redfin. This is even worse. So right now, median sales price, 359. Okay, so what that represents, 413, listen to me, 413 to 359 represents a loss of $54,000 in median sales price, or 13%. 13%, okay? I'm just saying, you guys, 13%, pretty astonishing. So we're down 13%. Double digits, depending on who you look at, with no sign really in sight, because obviously the 10-year, oh my gosh, the 10 years about, okay, I'll let you guys know if the 10-year gets crazy again. But y'all see what I just showed you? I mean, why rush this thing, right? Why are people rushing this thing? It's really, really discouraging to see that. And I'm doing the best I can as far as being out there educating realtors, essentially saying, stop your cheerleading. Start understanding the data, start, explaining how to get a great deal, rent range, do a market analysis, right? For the last 4 years, go hyper-local into subdivision, things of that nature. And again, excuse me, my throat's still a little bit messed up, guys. That's why I had to take a 2-day break. When I got out of the procedure, I had I was talking to Orlando for like an hour and a half. My boy, Orlando Minor, you guys show that man some love. The amount of hate that he gets, and I'm talking racist hate, and I don't know if I should even say this, but he gets a lot of racism, and it breaks my freaking heart, because we're in 2023, and if we can find out who was saying the things that are saying to him, man, I mean, it's just, show that man some love. All right, show Orlando some love. Anyways, I wanted to show him that I was his friend, that he is loved. That was like an hour and a half, because I love him, because I feel he's my friend and he has helped make me stronger. And then after that, I went on Todd Sachs' show because Todd's my friend too. And I wanted to support him, but it destroyed my jugular because of my procedure. So I'm struggling with that. I'm sorry, guys. That's neither here or there. But let me go back now and oh my gosh, the 1 year treasury is, look at this. The 1 year treasury is 5.06%. Thank you for that, Bruce. Now John, I appreciate you, man. Look at this. My camera skills are on point. That was impressive. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna pivot to different directions. You guys, I love cinematography. I love it. I still want to relate with you guys. I want to show you how imperfect I am. But I love cinematography. I want to get my drone license. I have to. The reason I didn't use a drone in my metro area videos is because I don't have a license to do so. So I'd have to pay someone to come with me to do the drone shots, but I plan on doing that today. I'm actually going to do a metro report in Houston. And then hopefully next week, you guys, I'm going to go to Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas. Okay, so Austin, San Antonio, Dallas next weekend. And then obviously I'm thinking San Jose, Salt Lake, Boise, and then my grandma's 90th birthday is in SoCal. So I'm going to go to SoCal later in next month, March. And I plan on doing Los Angeles, San Diego, and Riverside. And again, the point is I want the boots on the ground. I'm sick of the realtors, especially in Phoenix and Las Vegas. What's wrong with those guys, man? I'm sick of their narrative, and I'm used to it. I understand the cheerleading. I understand they're desperate and scared and just want to make money. I get it. And that's why I have to go fly there and find out for myself. And again, when I do these metro areas, I'm going into the sales offices and I'm asking the agents, how many homes are you constructing? How many under contract? How many still available? And I still get these people arguing with me. And it's just like, let them argue, you guys. Let them rant. It is what it is. It's the internet. We should expect that. Now, let me take some questions. If you guys have any questions here, I'll take some questions maybe for a little bit if you have them. And here's a good comment. You don't fight the Fed. You do, however, take advantage when the bank is wrong. 2008. No, this is new, stupid, not a repeat. It's not. This is not 2008. This, in some ways, it's way worse in certain areas like inflation and the inability to do quantitative easing. But in some ways, it's nothing like 2008, like job loss, like unemployment's still low, foreclosure's still low, and we don't have hyper supply yet, right? But I'm saying hyper inventory is right around the corner. Unemployment's right around the corner, but we don't have that. And that's what we had in 2008. So here's the thing. If we had that right now, would you say it's worse than 2008? If our unemployment went up, if the foreclosures ticked up, if I could show you guys it's now a buyer's market nationally as far as inventory, would you guys agree with me that it would be worse than 2008? Right? Because those are the main three things that we're missing right now, right? Job loss, foreclosures, inventory. Those are the three things. And those are powerful. Don't get me wrong. So keep your eyes on that. But we have additional black swan events like consumer credit cards 3 times as more, auto loan defaults, commercial real estate melting down, unaffordability. The entire world is in a bubble. We're in an everything bubble. So there's a lot of things right now that are even worse, but there's also some things that are not. Okay, I see that I have not been scrolling down, and there actually are probably questions here. Whoops. Okay. Let's see here. Let me get some. And you guys, I can't really answer any questions about specific areas. Like, let me see here. I think this is a realtor. Are you a realtor, buddy? Are you an honest realtor? Or are you a cheerleader? I hope you're an honest realtor, because there are honest realtors, you guys. I'm not knocking all the realtors. I don't want to hurt people's feelings. It's just most of them are cheerleaders and don't understand what's going on. But there are really, really good, cautious realtors. So what percentage of new sales represented in new construction? I didn't go over new sales today. If you want living in Omaha, just access your local real estate market and you tell me in Omaha, what is the percentage represent new construction? But I could tell you here, if I go to, let me go over here real quick, you guys, and let me show you real quick in my own local housing market. New construction. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. I'm going to try to sign into my matrix, which is live active MLS data. And I'm going to show you guys real quick. And let me go like this. Okay. So this is the matrix. It's called the matrix. It's not like Neo and Morpheus. Miss those days of Hollywood movies, man. Miss those days. Those were good days. The Hollywood movies now are junk. Let me show you guys this. Let me do a quick search. Okay, active. And I'm going to put year built. I'm going to go 2022 just so we can just see new construction, okay? And let me pull out the map. I'm just going to go map new construction. Here's Houston. So in Houston, we have, holy smokes, 3,200 homes that are on MLS of new construction. Okay. And let's see in the area that I like to look at. So this is all new homes. I may hit this area right here to show you guys this huge cluster of new construction. Here's a massive cluster. And this is just new construction. Again, you guys, this is new. I mean, look at it. This is just new construction. And here's like the little tiny little baby Kingwood area right here. You see that? So, and this is not, okay. So this is, I didn't put 2023. This is only 2022. So it's actually even more. So it's even more than this. But look at, if I zoom out a little bit, look at all the new construction. This is insane. And the other thing, you guys, that is really interesting to note here is most of the new construction is not even on the market. It's not even on MLS. So the reality is we have a lot more inventory than we're being led to believe. So let me see, Kim. Let's see. Travis, is it common to have standing water in the building site in Houston? I see it in many videos. It is common. It doesn't look good. I've been to many construction sites in Houston where the materials are sitting in puddles of water. And if anyone that watched my Metro videos, you guys probably noted that I pointed out, how much cleaner those construction sites were compared to Houston. But it seems to be a common trend, Kim, and I don't like it personally. Okay, let me see this. Travis, sir, can you go to Tavola? And yes, I actually, Danny, I went to Tavola. I have a video right now that's almost going to hit 300,000 views. I'm like, geez, why are people watching this video? And honestly, that video that's hitting 300,000 views, I almost didn't even make that video. The life of a content creator, you guys, and I almost didn't even release it. I thought it was a horrible video because I was really tired and burnt out at the time. And I just wanted to leave my studio and go out and do a video. 300,000 views. It's insane. And that is in Tavola, my friend. But I am going to do a video today in Houston in new construction, and I'm going to bring out the drone. Okay, we're going to get some drone shots. I love the drone shots too, all right? Okay, let's see. Any more questions, you guys? Houston is popping with new construction. You know that's right. Okay, here's a question. I'm not going to buy, Tommy. I can't do it. I want to. I can afford it. I'm well qualified. I have money down. I have money saved. I expect a decline. But I'm not going to buy yet. It's just too soon. It's too soon. I wanted to buy in February. I'm still looking if a deal pops up of my dream in a house that I love, and I'm going to walk you guys through that. I'll put in offers and I'll try to buy, but my man, I can't do it. So right now it's between me continuing to rent here in this house or moving back into my rental because we lost our tenant. I won't go into it, but we lost our tenant. So I may actually move back into my rental. I don't want to. I spent a long time, probably a decade, being in a situation to where I finally have my rental home is cash flowing, and I'm not counting my note. I have a note on another property. I did owner financing for, but I may move back in. I don't want to. Okay, so I'm starting to see this. Do you find developers are keeping them to now be rentals? I'm seeing developers, depending on the metro area. Let me see here if there's anything else. So, okay, do you find developers and keeping them, like as far as converting them? Not maybe a little bit. When I went to Phoenix, some of the people that I talked to, the sales agents, told me that developments were basically going to, were being created specifically for rentals. I found in my own local housing market that there's community being built specifically for rentals. I haven't necessarily noticed the conversion from selling to renting, but obviously there's developments even in just Kingwood in my local housing market. And I think you guys remember the video. Remember, I stumbled upon an entire community of townhouses being built, not even on MLS, in my small little town of Kingwood. All right, so let me see what else we got here. Living in Omaha. Would you consider doing a live stream with a realtor who does not agree with your analysis? Yeah, so actually my broker, here's the thing, living with Omaha, it depends if the realtor is competent enough and can comprehend enough what's going on. I found that most realtors, they're so stuck in their cheerleading that to have them on my show would be a complete circus act. And I'm not interested in circus acts, and I'm not interested in pushing the narrative for realtors that are foolish. But when I have an educated realtor and they can, explain to me, at least comprehend what I'm saying, I love it. And the reason I love that is iron sharpens iron. The problem, my friend, is there's just such trash. It's just such trash out there. All right, let's see what else. All right, so in my opinion, let's see. Yeah, this is a good point. So basically, the speed at which the rate hikes, it's a rug pull. And that's why I think a lot of these new construction, and I think I made this point to you guys, but this is important, okay? That's the rug pull. If rates went up slower, we could prepare. The new home builders could prepare. But the fact that they went up so quickly, so sharply, doubled in 1 year, that's historic. That's never happened. We've never had a double of interest rates in 1 year. We've never had that happen. As a result of that, that's the rug pull, right? That's the rug pull right there. If we could have prepared for this, it would have been different. And again, I think that's why the overbuilding, Phoenix, Las Vegas, I believe a lot of those, and I was talking to Millennial Mike, and that's actually someone that I would have on my channel that doesn't agree with everything, because Millennial Mike can comprehend what I'm saying, right? I know you guys hated on me for bringing him on my show, so don't hate on me. Please understand, I'm trying to sharpen us, and part of the way to sharpen us is to talk to people that do not agree with everything you're saying, right? That's so important to me. I don't want to just be around yes people. So Millennium Mike, I would definitely do that. But he brought up a good point, and that is that a lot of these builders probably started all that construction when rates were still 0%. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? So they got rug pulled probably right in the middle of permitting starts and things of that nature. All right. So let's see what else we have here. And you guys, I'm going to go probably another 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I'm trying to do the best I can. I really love you guys. I think you know that. And also real quick, guys, before I forget, I'm going to start making a few more mods on my channel because the bots, okay? The bots are freaking everywhere. They make a picture like me, same name. I'm not trying to sell you anything. If I'm not trying to sell you anything, I don't have any links. Don't call me. Don't email me. I'm doing these videos. That's it. That's enough for me. I don't need to make any more money. Be careful of these bots. These bots are so clever. It's not me. So I'm going to make some more moderators. And if you guys can, help me kick and boot these bots. Okay. Here's a question. Do you think year-over-year declines begin scare sellers into asking a tad lower to get price to get close to the price that they want? Yeah, I absolutely do. And I think that's why they're covering the story up. I think they're covering the story up, in my opinion, so that there's no panic. But the panic hasn't started yet. I'm going to be honest with you right now, Hunter. The panic hasn't even started yet. We don't even have the confirmed recession. So I think once we have confirmed recession, maybe around mid-year, once we have 15, 20% year-over-year price declines. Do you need me to pull up Redfin again? Do y'all need me to pull up Redfin again? But once we have those year-over-year price declines, which we will have in a few months, I think that's when the panic is going to start setting in. And on top of that happening, that's the inventory dump. You guys, we're only 1 week away from the typical spring and summer inventory dump. So it's going to really accelerate once that happens. It's going to be really, really amazing. Okay, so here's a good question. Do I believe the unemployment numbers? It seems to, no, I don't. So the thing is I need to do more research in here. Appreciate you, Tommy. I need to do more research here, you guys. But the unemployment numbers, it's not accurate. It's not accurate as far as how they're calculating it. They're counting the same people. So if I have 3 jobs, they're counting me 3 times. How's that fair? I'm only one person, but I'm counted 3 times. And I'm also told that they're not counting people that are unemployed that are not on unemployment. And the thing is, guys, people maxed their unemployment through COVID. Do y'all hear me? So people maxed out their unemployment during COVID. So if people get laid off and they already claimed unemployment through COVID and maxed that out, can they continue to claim unemployment? Don't you think things are going to be worse? So in that aspect, you guys, it is worse than 2008 in that aspect. We've already, exhausted our resources per se. At least in 2008, we had a lot more resources, and the Fed had ability to obviously help us out. Oh my gosh, there's a okay, so don't move to Texas. I'm sorry, brother. I see that you sent that $5, and I am so sorry, guys. I'm trying to get through these comments. I love you guys so much for making the channel. The real estate mindset is you guys. It's not even me. I'm just some normal guy. I'm trying to do the best I can. I'm trying to give you guys data. You guys are real estate mindset, not me. And man, that really, sincerely from my heart, you guys. I never thought, this would happen in my life, and I really appreciate you guys. Appreciate you Big N. Where's my man that did this? I want to show comment. Darn it. I'm trying to find it. Travis, I see headlines that Meta CEO predicted no more layoffs, and now they're having, oh my gosh. So yeah, we don't have the unemployment according to those numbers, but I mean, you guys, the layoffs, the layoffs are insane. Let's see here. Nebraska, we're still, okay, so this guy's all over the place. Now, I don't know if he's some troll, or I don't know if he's trying to be, a good person and warn people, or what. So cool, man. There's really cool dude. Nice to see that there's multiple offers. I guess we should just run out and buy right now. Who cares about the unaffordability, right? Who cares about the trends? Who cares about, the fact that it spreads? It is what it is. Can you define a good deal nowadays? And that's why I'm waiting. I can't. I think when I put an offer in, I think a good deal would be under 2019 values, right? When the offer that I put in was 7 or 9%. I really wish I remembered. I think it was 9. It could be 7. I'm just going to go conservative 7. The offer that I put in was 7% under 2019 values. And I thought that would be a good deal, right? But as a result of everything that's kind of deteriorating, auto loans, commercial, residential, with the Fed is saying, I just don't know if that's a good deal. 1 year from now, or say 2 years from now, home prices may be under 2018. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen necessarily, because that would be complete catastrophe. But I believe though we can find some deals like that. So here's what the point. What is a great deal today may not be a great deal tomorrow. You see? And there's too much dust in the air for me to really tell you guys what a great deal is. I think it's under 2019 values, though. I think. But again, too much dust in the air. We need more time to go on. We really need to see what's going to happen this spring and summer. And we need to see what's going to happen with the 10-year. Boom, boom. People see, that's what I'm saying, Nikki. And that's, and that's really the unfortunate thing. And that's why it hurts my feelings a little bit, and I'll go back to Millennial Mike. Him and I don't agree on everything, but I talk to him. I've had him on my channel for multiple times. He has enough comprehension and he has enough heart to say, all right, let's talk. I may be wrong. I may be right. And I really think it's important to do that, so we're not blindsided. I mean, again, you guys, there's no crystal balls needed anymore. There's no more shouting. There's no more arguing. All of the data trends are on our side. We just have to comprehend what's going on, right? Again, though, there are places, that are still hot, but the unaffordability. You're really going to march people into a house that is overpriced at interest rates that are double or triple what they were, and you're going to say that's a good idea, and you're going to say you're going to be trapped renting your whole life, and rent's going to go up 10%. Y'all hear yourselves talk? Again, no one necessarily specific I'm talking to. Let's see here. So thank you, Nikki. Appreciate it. I think you're a mod as well. Let me see here. There's Jeff. I see Jeff 52. Let me see. I don't know. I'm trying to get some more questions here, you guys. I'm trying to get some good questions here. It's really hard for me to do, an honest opinion on a specific metro area unless I've been there and studied it, because anyone could just blurt something out of their mouth, right? I really want enough skills here. Okay, here we go. Here's my man. Geez, I was way on the top. Don't move to Texas. Appreciate you, man. Hey, man, I appreciate you a lot. Thank you for the $5. You guys don't have to give me any money. I'm not asking for it. You guys do way enough by just watching my videos. Yeah, see this right here? WTH. I got to turn you into a mod. Let me see if I could do that here. I can't do that right now, but I need your help, WTH. I'm gonna turn some of you guys into mods to help me with these bots. I don't want anyone scammed by a bot or by a realtor. The worst scam is from the realtors, right? They're the real bots. Let's see here. Travis, we believe you are not foolish. Thank you, Sean and Wendy. I believe sometimes I am foolish. I'm just a human being. Not foolish to wait. No, because you lost a lot, but we believe you learned a lot. That's true. We enjoyed Millennial Mike, and we joined the channel after that. He was your bodyguard. You guys don't realize, but that dude is so cool. He's actually a SWAT officer. He's like a hero. So, it is what it is. I just don't like, the arrogance and ego. And that's why if I came across that way, I'm really sorry, guys. I'm really trying to be humble. I was born, if someone pushes me, I push back. And that's what you see sometimes. But also, if you guys see me like responding to like some hater, it's also because like you guys see me sometimes in the comments. Because if someone has an opposing comment, and I think that like for the most part they're comprehending what's going on, like maybe there's a little pettiness, I'll just read through the pettiness. And if you guys see me going back and forth, it's because I'm really trying to understand perspective. I'm really, why are you saying this? Oh, okay, I didn't think of that, right? So thank you, Sean and Wendy. Please don't hate me for talking to people that don't agree with me. Okay, let's see here. What else we got? What else we got? I'm just going to scroll through here real quick, you guys. And I'm going to get going here because I have to do a video, a couple of videos, and then I'm going to go out in the field today. Let's see here. I don't know. Let me scroll down. I think that's everything. Oh, wait. What's this? What's going to happen during summer when homes hit the market and no one is buying? Going to be nuts. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell people, Nikki. Like, I think that a lot of people are just hoping that the Fed's going to U-turn and that the buyers are just going to flood back this summer. I think that's what happened in Phoenix. I think that's what happened in Las Vegas. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. I cannot make sense of why so much neglectful building is going on from new construction. Normally, the new construction builders build out in phases to protect themselves. So, it is what it is. All right, cool. So this dude is not a troll. All right, living in Omaha, David. Dude, look at all this air. You guys see, I'm giving this man airtime. And you want to know something? I hope he's not trolling. I hope that these people, these realtors that kind of appear like trolls, that they really want to know, because if this man, I don't know who he is, but I know he's I'm assuming he's a realtor. But if this man learns something from watching us and he sharpens himself and he's out on the front lines helping people, what harm is that? So we got to be really careful with the hate, right? So my brother, I wish you luck, man. I hope that you learn stuff here. I'm not saying that every area is experiencing like the crashing insanity in Boise and Austin. And I'm specifically saying it's about local housing market, and it is uneven, just like in 2007, 2008, just exactly like that, right? So my friend, love to you, man. I don't think we need to fight and argue, but we can learn together. And I'm not going to act like I know more about Omaha than you, because he has access to MLS. So anyways, guys, let's keep going here. I want to just show love to people. I hate the fighting. But I'm good at it because that's how I was raised. I'm good at it, you guys. When I'm pushed to push back, and I know I need to control myself. Travis, what does it mean when looking at realtor websites, flood map? Yes, and the streets look like flood area, but the lots are not shaded in flood. Okay, so this is crazy, Kim. And my buddy Julian actually did a video on this. I love that kid. But there are builders in Houston. Listen, guys, this is the craziest thing you've ever heard. There are builders in Houston that are building homes right in the middle of a floodplain, like right in the freaking middle, like of a lake floodplain. Construction going on, new building going on inside a flood zone in Houston right now. So can we trust these people? Are their interests, do they have our best interests in mind? Do y'all see? They're building in flood zones. I don't think they have our best interests in mind, y'all. So it's really important to understand, if you're going to buy in Houston, what's in a flood zone and what's not, okay? Travis, how you doing, my man? Travis, you have any info on the Atlanta new construction market? How many months of supply? I can't seem to find them. Okay, so my man, go to Redfin News data center, okay? So Michael, I'm just going to let me show Michael real quick, you guys. Let me see here. Let me go and switch to this. All right, let me show Michael what to do real quick, because I want everyone to do this. I don't want to answer these questions. I want you guys to tell me, because that means you're learning, right? And that's no knock. That's just my goal. Okay, so type in Redfin News. You have to have the news now because they changed their website. So type in Redfin News. Go to the data center right here. Okay, what was this question? Inventory. Let's first see if I can find Atlanta. Okay, so I'm going to go this drop down. Let me put Atlanta. There it is, man. Man, it's here, dude. Dude, Michael. Look, at Atlanta's on here, man. So here's median sales price for Atlanta. And let's just look at the last 2 years. It's almost year-over-year decline. Look at that. It's close. Oh, man, they lost. So we're at 402, and now we're at 352. That's 50 grand, right? So $50,000 drop in Atlanta, which is good. Let's look at new construction for Atlanta as well. Do y'all see how you can do this? Months of supply right here. Okay. Oh my gosh. So it's still technically not a buyer's market from an inventory standpoint. But again, if we really look at this logically, I'm going to just argue that you treat it as a buyer's market. But we have 17.8 weeks of inventory, we need 24 weeks of inventory for the technical 6 months buyer's market. But look at how high we are from last year. So last year we're at 8.9 roughly, and now we're at 17.8. That's double. That's 2 times, right? So, do that, Michael, okay? And that's no knock against you, man. I just really want people to put in the work, right? Let's see if we have anything else here. And I'm about to get going here, you guys. Let's see it. Okay, we got another question right here. Over listing offers. Let me see. Okay, question. Another report came out this morning. Yeah, I know. Oh, let's see. Okay, the 10-year is still at 3.94. Okay, again, Fed person spoke today. Loan officers not being truthful. Are they taught to do so because of sales? You guys, listen. Yes, loan officers and realtors are taught to sell. They are salespeople. Their job is to sell you homes and to sell you money and to push that narrative. And it is what it is, man. I mean, that's how they, I can only do so much. I can't change the world. I'm literally standing in front of them eye to eye, 10, 30, 40 people. I'm standing in front of all of them. They know what I'm saying on my channel, most, some of them. And I'm telling them, you guys, stop cheerleading. Let me show you where to get the data. Start analyzing the data, start cautioning people, start explaining what a great deal is. There's a lack of skills in our industry, Sean and Wendy, and it is sad. It is very sad. Travis, why does Kingwood have so many overlisting offers on several houses? Some are selling. I mean, let's go back to Har, all right? Because I'm not seeing that, my man. I see good homes selling that, boom, like this. I see good homes selling as they always do, but I'm going to go and just Kingwood, you guys. Let's look at Kingwood. We're just going to look at Kingwood, okay? We're going to see what's in Kingwood. All right, it's active. Okay, so we have even more listings. We have 81 listings now. Let me hit results. Okay, days on market. Let me do this. Okay, look at it. So I hear what you're, this is why WTH, we got to be careful with narratives here because, on one hand, people say, oh, overbidding still, right? But that's usually normal when it comes to prestigious houses priced right. But if we look at the big picture, the overall picture, look at all these houses that are sitting on the market, 240 days. This entire page, over 142 days on the market. That's an entire, 25 listings so far of 81. Let me go to the second page. Look at that. It keeps going down to number 9. So that's 34. 34 of 81 listings been on the market over 100 days. And if we and look at the price cuts, look at, so I don't see that happening in Kingwood, y'all. But let's go price per square foot. Let's see. Look at the price per square foot. We know the price per square foot, I think, was 144 in 2022. So there's nothing on the first page that is even at 2022 median sales price as far as price per square foot. You guys can't see that. It's pretty small. I'm sorry about that. Anyways, you guys, great question though, WTH. I think that may be a little bit of an emotion, which is a real thing. The emotion is a real thing. But again, oh, my man here. If I make t-shirts, Tommy, these guys are going to come out and they're going to say, oh, you see, he's just trying to sell t-shirts. I hate that I get it. It's so funny. But I want to be careful. I don't want to be sold out. You guys, I feel like the more, excuse me, still all messed up. But I feel like the more, sales or whatever that I do, the more credibility I would lose. And I'm not worth, even if I lose one person and they just buy, so, I don't believe Travis, I buy, they lose their house. It's not worth a t-shirt because that's their life. But I don't know, man. You guys let me know. Should I sell t-shirts? I don't know. I could sell some wicked t-shirts, you guys. I'm not even joking. I don't know if I should though. I mean, why are prices still high in every area, man? It's not just Dallas. The prices are still high in every single area. And the reason is COVID, lockdown, stimulus, 2% interest rates, homes going up, 30, 40% in 2 years. That's why. It's really easy, as you guys saw, for home values to go up, and it's hard for them to go down. Understand? It takes longer to go down, easy to go up, per se. Okay? All right. See, my man right here, unaffordability is a problem. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All right. Very good. Very good. See, you guys, no reason to hate. And I apologize, David. I didn't mean to come at you twisted, man. It's just, you got to imagine how much hate that I get. I don't know who's being real, who's not. But I respect you sticking in there, man, and saying that. I can appreciate that. So thank you, brother. No hate to you. Okay. But be careful with your clients. All right. Just be careful what you're saying, for the love of God, please. Have you heard the administration is planning rent control laws? Yes, I have heard that. more tinfoil stuff, like they plan on increasing taxes on investment homes. That's not tinfoil. That's an article that came out, and that's them. They actually came out and said that they are trying to do. It's weak though. Um, I think they're penalizing like FHA and VA and USDA mortgage holders. I have to read the article again because it's so preliminary. I didn't really hold on to the data, but yeah, they're trying to do that right now. The administration is, and people from Congress came out and said it's not enough. We need to additionally tax investors. People are doing that around the world, and there's a lot of different feelings on that, especially with short-term investment like Airbnbs is it's pretty bad, you guys. And I'm not trying to, scare anyone, but it is. Let's see here. I know this is a good point. Good morning, Trust. If you look at the housing prices from 2017, 2019, they were starting a downturn. Also, I would be very curious to see home inventory, new construction, old homes, 2019 and 2023. A lot of y'all don't realize that. So I was active in the industry right before COVID, and right before COVID, the real estate market was honestly just trending down. But again, then lockdowns, and then it blew up. So it was like it completely flip-flopped. But right before all that happened, rates were going up and the housing market was slowing down, just FYI. And I remember that because I remember thinking, okay, I need to work harder. I started replanning. I rebudgeted actually in 2019, my entire household budget. So we really did well through COVID because we saved all of our money. We didn't overspend because we had prepared for a downturn. Listen, guys, right before COVID, me and my household prepared. We rebudgeted, cut our spending, and then the opposite thing happened. So that's a very good point, Mr. Angry. The housing market was not doing good right before COVID. I'm glad that you said that. Okay, let me see here. Oh, okay. Okay, here's my man right here. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't see this $5. You guys, I really appreciate that. Opinions are opinions until they are supported by data. Great info. You know what? I appreciate you saying that, man, because a lot of people can get what I say twisted because of the specificity of how I'm talking. And usually if you see any hate videos or people talking about me, what happens, guys, is they usually just read the title of my video. The haters aren't really watching what I'm saying. So it's really just they're throwing up hate. They're throwing up hate, and it's like a show. I mean, sometimes I'm even entertained by the stupidity. I mean, stupidity is dangerous. Stupidity is dangerous, but it's also kind of entertaining. I mean, half these guys reminding me of fish out of water, like flopping and gasping for air. I think they're really getting desperate. I think the hate is increasing on my channel because they're scared. I think these people are scared of the uncertainty when it's so, the reality is it's okay to be scared, because as long as it's awareness, right? I'm, like my genetic disorder. I told you guys that I'm scared to go into the hospital to get these procedures done. I don't know if I'm going to wake up fighting for my life. I don't know if I'm going to have a colonoscopy or a colostomy bag. Imagine that. And I have 2 years left to live. I have a horrible genetic disorder. So it is scary, but I'm empowered by the awareness. Do you see what I'm saying? Thank you for that $5, man. It's not necessary, but I really appreciate that. Okay, let's keep going here, you guys. I'm just going to kind of just scroll to the, as fast as I can here. You guys don't have to be doing this. Upscale World, Texas construction is rocking. Okay, cool. That's awesome. Rocking like up or down? Like, is it like good or like just the construction in total? The thing is, guys, Texas is the #1 state of new construction. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens in Houston. Houston's a lot more stable when compared to Austin. So I live in a much more stable housing market. I'm going to just keep going down. I'm going to just try to take any last questions here, guys. And then I'm going to get ready to start my day. Oh, man, you guys, you're still doing this. Thank you so much, man. You guys don't have to do this. Florida teaming up with Russia and Venezuela. FEMA. I don't know what that means exactly. I think that means that there's like a migration into Florida from Russia, maybe, in Venezuela or something. But either way, man, I really appreciate doing that. It's really endearing. Okay. Oh, living in Omaha. Thank you, David. I gave you too much screen time, brother. But I appreciate what you're saying. Really appreciate that, man. Because there's no need to fight, you guys. Let's see here. Let's keep going down. Although you guys know that I can, but I don't want to. It hurts my soul. It hurts my soul. Just because I can fight, I don't want to. I'm just talking like internet trolling, right? I could get beat up from anyone. I'm weak and pathetic, all right? Just assume that. It's better. All right, let's. Oh my gosh, man. Stop donating money, you guys. Brother, Civil War is king. I mean, I could see it happening. It's scary. If we have bank runs, you guys, and we have hyperinflation and wages aren't keeping up and the freaking financial system breaks down, you know, it's out there. It's a little out there, but you got to prepare for the worst, all right, within reason. And I'm just going to keep it at that. Brother, stop donating to me, man. I appreciate. Oh my gosh, Danny. All right, let me go and scroll down to Danny real quick. You guys, I'm going to skip through some of this. Let's see here. Hold on one second. Let me keep going. Real estate mindset t-shirt. Everyone thinks we are bullish on prices. I don't know if I should do t-shirts, you guys. I don't know if I should do t-shirts. All right, need a shirt. You paid too much for that house. That's funny. But you guys, we don't want to poke fun at people that are about to lose everything and are freaked out. I mean, think of them, man. You know, and honestly, show them some mercy, show them some empathy, because, you know, I'm telling you guys, the professionals can play on their emotions. So they got some factors that are, it's just not fair. That's so funny. You guys read his comment. That's funny. Here's another idea of a t-shirt. It actually looks like Darth Vader did eat too much. I think it's just the angle behind me. That's so funny. T-shirts, 50% coverage. Oh my gosh, I love you guys. But where's Donnie at? Dang, you guys, I'm so sorry. I haven't been going through these questions so fast, but I have to get going here. Let me just, Danny, keep up the hard work and dedication. Thank you, Danny. I appreciate you, man. I'm trying, dude. I really love you guys. You know, I can't do this without you. You know, y'all are the ones that are real estate mindset. I'm just the dude that's hosting, and I don't even do that good of a job. So, Danny, it's you that you need to thank, man. I'm not doing this without you guys. So I'm just gonna be real about that, and stop donating to the channel, man. Thank you though, Danny. I appreciate that, brother. I will not stop. If anything, I'm gonna go harder to the paint in 2023. Oil is flash crashing. Interesting. Take a look here, guys. Let's see where we're at with the 10-year. You guys want to see the 10-year real quick? Okay, we're at 3.95. You guys, when's it gonna hit 4? Let's see. I want to see what mortgage rates have they updated yet. So this should update, hopefully. Okay, this will still update probably in like 3 minutes. So let's wait for that to update and then I'll end this. But look at that. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is amazing. Oh, okay, I'm so sorry. I have to push this, and then I have to push this. All right, so let's keep going here. I'm going to go to 8:30, and then I'm going to check out, you guys, because I just want to see what those mortgage rates are going to go up to. I want to show you guys that, because I'm pretty sure they're going to go up, okay? Danny, again, I appreciate you. What? Is not moving back to Cali? That's what I was expressing. Oh, I thought... the main structure and corporate is starting in Austin. That was his second question of 3. So I just read an article actually today. Actually, I think it came out this morning that Tesla was not going to operate in Austin anymore because Eli met with the California Governor Newsom, and I guess they're going to reopen in California and they're going to not continue with Austin. I have to read the article more, but if that's true, imagine how much more doomed Austin is. Because, again, the housing market and the prices really follow jobs, right? So if a lot of that Austin overbuilding, new construction overbuilding, was those new builders banking on Tesla coming out in Austin, and now that that's been rug pulled from them, imagine how much that is going to hurt them. It will hurt them considerable amount. I need to read the article. I plan on reading the article today, possibly doing a video on it. But yeah, that was actually really big news. Good question, man. Let's see here, you guys. The 10-year is moving in a very dangerous manner. What's it at now? Okay, all right. It's still there. I'm looking here. We're almost, I think we almost have our rate update. So I just want to see, what is the rates right now? Let me just remind you guys. So the rates right now, 6.82. Okay, so it's at 6.82. All right, So that should be updating here in a few seconds. Let's see if I have any more questions. Y'all have any more questions? Corporate office. I'm work for Tesla in 2 years. Take it. Okay, new member, Dallas Van. All right. So I got a new member. So you guys, just understand my members is there's not a lot of value there. It's more just like you guys. This is what I'm doing. Maybe some shark pictures in there, or a little bit of polls in there. So I appreciate that. Okay, so Gigafactory in the corporate office. So don't move to Texas. Let me know, a little bit more about Tesla if you can, man. I would really be interested because again, like I said, I haven't read that article yet. I think I made that clear that I have not read that article yet, and that I want to read the article. So I'm pretty sure I made that clear. But it did come out this morning, so I want to read that. But if you can, don't move. If you can, email me. And in the subject line, just put Tesla in Austin, and maybe we can talk more. And maybe I can even have you on my channel, and maybe you can talk about that. That would be really cool if we could do that. Here's a question. Let's see if rates are updated. Still not updated. All right, that's fine. All right, so here's a question. Do I like living in Texas or Cali? Now, here's the thing. So I am from Southern California, born and raised 29 years in Southern California, lost everything in Southern California. The weather and like scenery in Southern California, you can't beat it. The weather is amazing. The scenery is, you got the desert, you got the mountains, you got the beach. Amazing. But there's no way that I would want to live there again because of the unaffordability. The people are kind of jerks there. And honestly, guys, I love Texas because I can afford to live. The people are great here, and I'm not married to my house. All right. So let's see here. Take a look at this, you guys. This is really this should be really empowering. Okay, so FYI, in the last year while waiting, I went from a 640 credit score, 3K in the bank, to 705. My man, yes, 60K in the bank. Hopefully, listening to you and waiting has put me in a better position. Well, your credit is phenomenally better, and you have double the savings. So here's the thing. So, and this is the point, you guys. This is the perfect point that I'm trying to make here. If I'm wrong, which we already have data, but whatever. And there's no crystal balling this. But if I'm wrong, take this as an example. My man right here, better credit, more money, better educated. This man right here is a more powerful buyer as a result of waiting and not falling into the fear of missing out. If the other guys are wrong, you want me to pull up Dave Ramsey's crap again? If the other guys are wrong, you're trapped in your house, you're freaked out, you can't move, you're stressed, and that's how you start home ownership, locked down and chained to your house. If they're wrong, if I'm wrong, look at this man's quote. Okay, remember that. Remember what I'm saying. Appreciate you saying that, brother. Appreciate you saying that. Stay the course, man. Because one thing that we can all admit is unaffordability is all messed up. Literally, it is all messed up right now. Okay, we have movement in the 10-year once again. 10 years almost hit, went back down, but it hit 3.96. It went back down. Interest rates, you guys, are still not updated. Let me refresh again. So that's lagging a bit. That's okay. Let me keep going down here. All right, guys, I think that's going to do it. I was hoping the interest rates would update, but I have so much to do. You guys can see the background, my LED. Anytime my LED lights go out in the background, that means I've talked too much. It's time to go. Stock market's crashing. Let's see. Ooh, the stock market's crashing. Let's look at the stock market real quick. Now, again, I'm not, obviously, you guys, I am not a pro in the stock market, which is why I watch other people. Let's see what's going on in the stock market real quick. I'm going to just use this. Okay, so looks like the Dow is down 349, S&P 50. Ooh, NASDAQ's down 178. Let me just look real quick at TDOC. Now, I sold TDOC at $33, and I got a lot of hate. People are like, oh, you're going to lose so much money. You should never have sold. Let's see what Teladoc is. Boo! It's not 33 anymore, that's for sure. But that actually was, I think, lower pre-market. Let's see what Tesla is doing. Tesla. Tesla, I'll argue Tesla is the market. So Tesla's down. Interesting. Maybe because they're moving back or not moving back to California. I don't know. I would really be interested. Don't move to Texas. Oh, I'm going to tell you something, Jeff. All right. You want to know why, Jeff? Okay. I'm going to tell you why. All right. Let me just move my camera view real quick. I'm going to tell you why I'm up early. Okay. Because I'm a beast, dude. Because I'm a beast. All right. That's why I'm up early. I'm a beast. I got things to do today. I wanted to talk to you guys. I took a break for 2 days and I'm ready to go, man. I have a clean bill of health pending for results, but clean bill of health. And we're going to just continue to rock it, man. So welcome to the party, Jeff. It's nice to see you, brother. Let's see if I got anything else here. You guys, I'm about to be done. I'm going to refresh these rates real quick. I'm going to refresh these rates real quick. Take a look, Jeff. Let me show Jeff real quick, guys. Okay, take a look, Jeff. Look at where we're at, man. It hit this morning. It just went down, but it was at 3.96. We want 4%, you guys. That's the t-shirts I'm meant. 4%ers, you guys. We are the 4%ers. All right. We need this to hit. The magic happens at 4%. We're at 3.955. Jeff, this should be great news for you, brother. It's great news for me. This is a beautiful thing. Let's go take one more look at interest rates updating negative. All right. That's all right. There's Ben. Good old Ben. There's that. Okay, so just watch this, you guys. This is CNBC. Again, this is really, really easy to use. And then I'm just going to go like this. Darn it. I hit the wrong button. Okay, what's the two? Dang it, I just switched everything. But what's the 2-year at? All right, let's look what the 2 year's at. Let me pull up the 2-year real quick for Jeff. Okay, it's 2-year. Let me go back in here. Boom. 2 years at 4.799. Woo! That's up 10 basis points, buddy. Up 10 basis. That was a Polly Shore. Anyways, but up 10 basis points right here. See that? 10 basis points in the 2 years. Beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. So, anyways, guys, let me just make sure there's nothing else. Ellen in the house. Good morning, all. Appreciate you guys. It's not what the price is, it's the trends. All right, interesting. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna cancel it. This is gonna be it. I gotta recharge the lights in the background. I gotta do some videos. I'm gonna go to an additional, yeah, exactly, Jeff. Because me and Jeff know you don't fight the Fed. Jeff, the houses in your neighborhood are too expensive. You know that, man. So I know you get discouraged sometimes, Jeff, but brother, it's too expensive. You know that. All right. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I really appreciate you so much, man. You guys are Real Estate Mindset. I'm just the guy that's in the chair. Monitor. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hold on, guys. Let me just go back to the 10-year real quick because the 2 year just went up again. I just want to see how close we're going to get. Nah. Come on. 3.96. Come on. 3.96. Come on. Hit 3.96 so I can. I want to log off at 3.96. Are we gonna get there? We're gonna get 3.96. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Anyways, you guys, let me refresh the rates. 3.95 went down a little bit. It's okay. So, anyways, I love you guys. Thank you so much for following along with me. I really hope that you guys got some perspective here. I'm gonna be putting out videos today. Not sure which ones. Do me a favor though, guys. Watch my evening video. I'm going to work hard on it. Watch it. Just because you watch this live, don't think you can't watch my evening video. Watch my evening video. But other than that, guys, happy Friday. Stay safe out there. Stay logical. Don't rush anything. And I absolutely love you guys from the bottom of my heart. And thank you. Now, other than that, enjoy your Friday. See you guys later.